Yes, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to I'm Just DK. So let's dive into this video and I'm gonna chop it back with you guys real quick.
Are making for yourself.
Yes. The thing with the whole reparations thing, and I don't know, we're probably close to the same age, so maybe you can't call me
How old
mom.
are you?
I'm 32.
I am 44.
Oh, really? Oh, you look young.
Thank you. That's what water and keeping stress out of your life will do.
Really? Liberal positions are real stressful.
By the way, I wouldn't know. I'm not a liberal. Carry on.
Well, it's the liberal position because conservatives believe in hard work. We believe in going to work and working for what you got, not asking for handouts from people who never had slaves. Some of the people that you're asking for money from never had slaves. And let's talk about the fact there were also black people that had slaves. So if you want to talk about that, how is that fair? If I'm a white person and my family fought on the side of the Union, why should I have to pay for slaves when this whole country was never all racist? Some of the founding fathers were abolitionists, and they hated slavery. And they actually put things in the Declaration of Independence and things too, because they believed that there would be a future where there would be a black president one day, or that there would be people in leadership that were black. There was people in the North who helped with the Underground Railroad and fought with the Union. So why is that fair for people who never had slaves, who fought against slavery, to have to pay for people that had slaves?
One, from my understanding, you are more interested in preserving the fairness of those who didn't have slaves than the fairness of those who are the descendants of slaves. That is priority to you than finding a fair way to accommodate those who have been the descendant of slaves.
Well, our ancestors wasn't asking for handouts. They were asking for equal opportunity. And we have equal opportunity in this country. We had a black president, just in case you didn't know. We had a black president and we had a black vice president. I think she was black. They said she was black. I don't know. So we had a black president, and you know who voted for that black man? White people, because you can't win a popular election in this country without white people. So Barack Obama is the product of white people. So let's get off this thing where, America is so racist. What's making America so racist is people that continue to talk about racism and continue.
I applaud this guy. I was talking about a certain individual from the States, right? People like Tariq Nasheed, Dr. Umar Johnson. There's many more race hustlers, yeah? But I noticed they focus more on race. And I was like talking about specifically Tariq Nasheed, and he was on this white supremacist talk in Jesse Lee Peterson's, I think, Fallen States. You guys should watch that. And then while he was talking about it, Jesse said, "What do you want, the reparation?" And he's like, "No, I want them to pay us back what they own." And I just thought about it. I said to myself, you know what? Niggas like that, yeah, have this type of victim mindset they like to push to, sleeping blacks. I call it the sleeping blacks. Thinking that you're going to get reparation for something that you didn't go through. You've never gone through slavery. You've never been whipped in the back. The people that you're asking for reparation from has never had slaves. So if anything, it's a bully tactics to try to get something that you didn't even work for. When I heard his brother talk, bro, he comes from somebody that just brought up different, like just hardworking, get what you're supposed to be deserved when you work hard for, get that money, invest that money, grow your wealth. And that's what, I'm not even from the States, but that's not even the American dream. That's the humanity way of living, if I'm saying to you. So I'm with him. I'm with him with this still. And he's making solid points as well. 100%. This is the first time I'm actually watching this video and I agree with him. I'm watching this lady because I've done a content with her and she just gives me this type of vibes where her whole energy is off. You know what I mean? You can just look at her and tell, you know what I mean? Never judge a book by the cover, but today I'm judging.
you to focus on racism instead of focusing on unity and bringing our country forward. People that have these liberal mindset are infecting our communities, black people, and making us victims and not victors. I refuse to embrace a victim mentality because that's not what our grandparents and Harriet Tubman and those people fought for. They fought for equal
Do not bring up
opportunity.
Harriet Tubman's name in vain, baby. Please.
I said the
Harriet
Lord's
Tubman,
name in vain.
Harriet
The
Tubman,
Lord's name.
Harriet Tubman was literally saving her family and others from slavery.
Yeah. You know who helped her? White people.
You know who helped her?
They were on the Underground Railroad saying, come on in,
no.
come on
You know
in.
who helped her?
Come on in.
No, you know who helped her?
God and Harriet.
People who benefit from white supremacy. One of the things
It's a
that
lie.
people.
Here we go again with the white supremacist bullshit, bro. I swear to God, bro, I hate when I hear that. This, you know what it is as well? When I hear men talk about white supremacists, I be like, yo, you got a mindset, man. You sound like a When I hear dude talk about, yeah, white supremacy is the reason why, I'm like, bro, you got a ass mindset, bro. The fact that you're gonna use color to say this reason why you're not moving, you're not successful in life, you can't achieve anything in life. White supremacist. That sounds like a female. She can get away with that because she's a female. When I hear dudes talk like that, bro, I'm like, bro, who's this female? And a lot of guys, bro, they got their mother's spirit in them, bro. They ain't got no man's spirit in them, bro. And that's the reason why I respect what he's saying as well. Because when you come from a hard-working family, no victim mindset, you're always going to achieve greatness in life. This is a clear example of when I see someone talk about, especially some of these people, you know, I was talking about them way back before I started doing my content. They're called FBA. What are they called again? FBA, Foundation Black American. Bro, a bunch of broski. All they're talking about is reparation. They're trying to separate themselves from other blacks so they can actually put in the application for this reparation they think they're going to get. Crazy. Victim mindset. Do you know what I mean? Victim mindset. This is the type of things as well Charlie Clerk was talking about. The victim mentality. Thinking you deserve something and you didn't work hard for it. You know what I mean? But when you told them this, when you shine the light and say the truth to people that needs to hear the truth, oh man, they're gonna come for you, bro. They are gonna come for you because they don't want you to tell them what accountability they have to take for themselves. So that's the reason why they're gonna have victim mentality and talk about white supremacists, racism. Bro, there's no such thing as racism, bro. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Whether you're good or you're evil, that's it. There ain't no such thing as racism, bro.
White supremacy is a lie.
No, sir,
It's
that's
a
simply
lie.
not
There's
true.
no such. I mean, there's
if that were not the case, then we wouldn't see the continued effort of colonialism and white people placing themselves in positions of power when they do not have the power.
Because their culture, black culture is toxic. The black culture is toxic. We have produced a culture that is toxic. And let's get on the fact that there's no fathers in the black home. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
Stop.
What do you mean stop? That's one of the most important factors of why some black communities are falling apart. There's no fathers in the household. There's no structure, bro. It's facts. You think if there's fathers in the household and a kid comes home, all right, let's talk about myself. I got 2 boys, yeah? If my boys get older and they come to the house and they say to me, yo, dad, there's no opportunity out there, you know? There's a lot of racism, bro. I'm gonna clap them in the head and say, what are you talking about, bro? You don't see me, bro. You don't see the things I've achieved. We talking about racism. You best move with that bitch ass mindset. This is the type of things I'll be telling my son. You know why? They're going to look at me and they'll be like, you know what? Okay, cool. Let me not come with that victim mindset again to dad. Let me go out there and pattern up and work hard and never quit. This is the important of fathers in the household. But now remove the father and let them same kids go home and say, Mom, you know, the systematic racism out there, they're not giving me no opportunity. The mom's going to be like, oh, come here, baby, come here, man. Don't worry, man. That's how the world is. Don't worry. Knowing that she's getting full government aid just for being a woman and having those kids. She's going to be like, don't worry, baby. What do you want me to cook for you? You okay? A real man will say, what do you mean? You best get your ass out there and go out there and go conquer, bro. What are you talking about, bro? This is a man's world, bro. You got to go out there and achieve. If it doesn't work for you, go figure out another way that works for you. There's no time for you to have a victim mentality. This is the importance of a father being in the household. You remove the father, you're going to have bare broken men out here, bro. Weak individuals, bro. There's a lot, I'm telling you guys, there's a lot of weak men out here, bro. The first failure, bro, they're not getting back up, bro. Done out here. I'm telling you, bro. You feel what I'm saying to you? And see the raise, you see how she's like, no, stop. Because she's part of that agenda. She's part of that keeping females, you know, passing on the curse to the kids, because I feel like they profit from it. They literally profit from broken homes. Because what happens with a broken home? The kid's going to make a mistake. Then you have the government out here and you've got certain individuals that's investing in private system like prisons and to take them in. It's big business, bro. But fathers are the ones to stop the kids from making those mistakes, because fathers have the knowledge and the wisdom and the experience to pass down. Once you remove all of that, the kids are going to be making mistakes they didn't have to make when the fathers is in the house. So yes, he's right what he's talking about. You remove the father, there's chaos. But she don't want to hear it though, because she's giving, you know, daddy issue, you know what I mean? Look at her, look at her.
Let's talk about that.
None of this is gonna work if y'all are just gonna sit here and make up shit.
It's
not gonna work. No, a debate has to be in facts.
You're putting off emotional liberalism right now. I am not
putting off emotional liberalism. You're putting off unfounded lies.
That's what y'all
based
do. Y'all
in
start saying misinformation. Remember they did the misinformation thing all summer, where everything conservatives did. They said misinformation.
You're carrying a chain around your neck of an apartheid nation that actively wants to harm black people and non-Jewish people. But let me bring it back. Let me bring it back.
Selling black people in Africa.
That was not happening in the context that you're saying.
And they were selling their own people. Black people still sell their own people today too, by the way.
I don't know if I'm going to last.
We're selling our own people today too.
I don't know if I'm going to last.
You probably won't last with me.
I won't, because your ignorance is so overwhelming.
See, that's liberals. Y'all start name calling when y'all getting defeated in an argument.
You won't have an argument because you keep cutting me off.
Oh, well, that's fine if they don't let me come back up. I made my point.
You didn't make your point.
I made my point.
You haven't made your point. And let me just tell you.
Yeah, you definitely made your point, my brother. Trust me, I'm out. You definitely made your point, bro. Because the fact that you said what you said, you stand on business, and more time, hyenas like this, they don't want to listen. They don't want to listen. They want to make it look like you're wrong for everything you're saying about. But you made your point. You know, I grew up with a lot of guys that did not make it, bro. Especially the age that I am. I'm 36. A lot of men that I know when I grew up, they did not make it. They literally did not make it. I can name so many, but I'm not going to just expose people's business like that on this channel. But I know a lot of guys that didn't make it. When I was incarcerated, I saw a lot of guys that did not make it, bro. All because there was no father in the household to guide them through. And even some guys that's still at this certain type of age that I'm at right now, they are broken, bro. Feminine mentality, bro. Weak. They don't know how to lead. They don't see that. They've never seen that. They've always, you know, their mum can call them right now and they'll jump up like, you know, like it's like something important. Like they'll jump up on, oh, my mum's calling me. Oh, you know what I mean? Because they're weak individuals. They don't understand what they need to do to be a man. And this is why it's so important for father figures to be in the household, you know? Because when there's a father in the household, there's structure and there's a safety net, you know? There's two energy, there's two emotions. And it's like, today's day and age, we're looking at a broken society. You have females out here that don't even know they don't know the difference with a boy and a man, should I say, right? They don't know the difference. You got females out here judging a man by how much money he makes and not by his character. They don't know the difference, bro. And I remember when Labour and Conservative were used to be like a thing in the UK. And I keep it 100 with you. I voted for Conservative. I didn't vote for Labour. I remember my mother told me, oh, vote for Labour, vote for Labour. I'm like, bro, get out here, vote for Labour. You think I'm voting for Labour? I saw exactly what Labour did to a whole generation, made a whole lazy generation, bro. Nobody wanted to work. Everybody was stuck on benefit. Nobody wanted to grow a business. No one wanted to go out and work, bro. Conservative came with a different mindset, cut certain benefits and certain things. And I noticed that there wasn't a lot of females out here breeding up the place like before. Because you breed, right? You have a baby, you be stuck in your parents' house for God knows how long until you get a council flat. Conservative was one of the reasons why that happened. Labour, all a girl have to do, have a baby, she get a council flat straight away. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, I agree with everything this guy's saying. But I'm gonna leave the full video of, you know, this. If you wanna go and watch it, feel free to watch it. I'm gonna leave it in my description below. And of course, you guys new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And I'll catch you guys on the next video. Stay blessed. Peace. Bow.